Supreme Rising family, how are you this beautiful morning? I'm doing wonderful. I am, of course, out in nature where I am most of the time, any chance that I can be. This is where I always tell you I thrive my best. And so I try to be here as much as I can. It's a beautiful place to be out in nature where we're always welcome. So I'm here, and I wanted to come on. I had this message that's been pressing on my mind. I've been getting a lot of uploads in the night, throughout the night, and I needed to come on and share this with you, to make you aware or to remind you, whichever is sufficient. The reminder, first of all, that we are in some very critical times. And still there are many of us who don't even realize this. But it is real. It is real, and it is in real time that we are having this experience. We must, family, we must return to becoming one with this planet, with this earth, with our planet and earth. And that also includes the sun, our beautiful sun. We must return to being one with all of nature, because that's where we started. And in these critical times, our survival potentially depends on that. I want to share this with you this morning because sometimes, even if we've been told, sometimes we need to be reminded. And I don't think we can talk about this enough right now with what's at stake. I want you to understand that there are many, many reasons why they programmed us to eat the types of food that many of us still eat, which is the wrong foods. There's a reason why they wanted us to eat this way. And one of the main reasons is they knew that this time was coming. And they also knew that in order for us to survive, it was going to be tied to our first brain, which is our stomach. That was going to be a major factor, and it is a major factor. And they knew that. So our bodies are not and were not created to handle these types of foods that we've been ingesting. So now it's a critical time that we understand that and that we fix our diets. Now, the human beings, which are, some would refer to the inorganic beings, their bodies can better support this diet, the meats, the sugars, carbohydrates, and all of the what I call the bad stuff, which is bad for us. But our diets were not meant to be that it would be these types of foods, because we are organic to the planet and to the earth. We must be one with the planet and the earth. And if we take care of the planet will take care of us. Family, they are not telling us a lot of things that is critical, the things that we really need to know, especially right now. I don't watch the news, but I do get feedback and information for others, and I'm hearing they're not telling people on the news about all of the deaths that are taking place in Europe. Europe has a lot of countries there. And from what I understand, there are several beings that are dying there. Now, we have a friend, and until I spoke to that friend, I was kind of just confused. Even though the great cosmic teacher Rashad Jamal did tell us some time ago that when the second son arrived, the results of it was going to be people dying, and it was going to start in Europe in huge numbers. He did tell us that. But until we spoke to a dear friend a few days ago that resides in England, actually, he confirmed to us that it is true. It is absolutely real. People are dying in huge numbers. And he did share with us that 97% of the people that are dying is the human beings, the what some, again, I say would refer to as the inorganic beings. So hearing it from someone very close to us, really brought it on home and made me really realize, okay, this stuff is really going on. It's really taking place. But it also reconfirmed what I've always known about the carbon beings, which are the neuromelanated, us, and how blessed we are to have this melanin in our skin and our bodies, and how much of a protective agent it is. And if we would just do the things that we need to do, how much more protection we would have. So it's real, guys. The suns are here, and they are cleaning the planet. They are cleaning this earth. Mother Nature has put her foot down. And as we've been hearing that she was going to show up and remove any and everything that's not organic to the planet. Now, I do believe that there is a possibility that those beings that are absolutely not organic, but they still have a chance to raise their vibration, therefore possibly being able to remain, if not forever, but for an extended time. I'm hearing that. Have not confirmed it, but that's what I'm being told. But people are dying, guys, in huge numbers. Beings are dying in Europe. And so it is real. So that takes me back to wanting to tell you that there is work that we have to do so that we can increase our chances of staying healthy and remaining here where we belong. Guys, we got to change our diets. We got to get away from meat. We must get away from sugars, refined sugars, and dairy. None of that was ever supposed to be our diet. We are frugivores. We should be eating natural fruits. The H3Os, the watermelons, the cantaloupes, the honeydew melons, the cucumbers, which consists of the most nutritional water, the cucumber, the mangoes, the apples, the oranges, the fruit of the planet that used to grow wild. That's what we should be eating. Some vegetables, but fruit is should be the main part of our diet, fruits. And we must get back to that, guys, to eating properly for our bodies. And once we do that, our bodies will become lighter. And as we go out in the sun and sun gaze and become acclimated to the sun, which we once were, that's going to better prepare us to survive the heat that's coming. Know, family, that we're in the middle of an awakening. And I want to remind you, as we awaken, the sun gets hotter. As the sun gets hotter, the frequency continues to rise. It rises higher. Our awakening is powering up the sun. The more we awaken, the more beings that awaken, the hotter the sun gets. That's a fact, guys. That's already been proven. So understand how that works. But we must be aligned to it all. So we got to change our diets. We must detox. I'm going to share with you, back in 2020, when the initial part of my awakening and my Kundalini experience, it took me months and months to begin to heal and get better after the breathing issues that I was having. And no, I did not ascribe to what they were telling us was going on. No, sir, no, ma'am. Because the universe had already made me aware that they were going to tell us many untruths and try to put us in a certain state of mind and feed us the lies. I saw it coming. So I never ascribed to any of it. I always knew that it was the frequency. I always knew that it was the awakening. After the initial shock of it, I began to get early uploads. And then there were people in my circle that had the information. Excuse me. And so I was fortunate enough to get the truth. So I never ascribed to what they were telling us. And so, but it took a while for me to understand how much the first brain, which is the stomach, and what happens in the digestive system, how much it is effective to the rest of our bodies, and definitely with what was going on, what started in my experience in 2020. So it took me being introduced to a holistic doctor in California. I'm trying to think of his name. Dr. Brooks. Dr. Romeo Brooks. This brother, he rocks. This brother started me on my way to healing. Everywhere I went to 5 doctors. Nobody could tell me what was going on. And I said, somebody has to have the answer. So the part of the answer that I already had, I had it safely tucked in my brain and my mind. But I needed to know what I needed to do about what I was experiencing. So Dr. Brooks took me under his wing, and he helped me to start my healing process. And the very first thing he had me to do was something nobody had told me. All the doctors I had visited, and I had been to about 5 medical doctors, and I even went to a Mediterranean holistic doctor who still didn't give me the correct information. Dr. Romeo Brooks out of LA set me up, and he told me, first, we're going to have to get you detoxed. Detoxed. And I said, detoxed. Oh, wow. Nobody has ever told me that. He say, in order for your body to heal, we're going to have to clean it out of everything that's hindering your healing. And how we do that, we have to get you detoxed. And I was like, oh, wow. He was right. He was absolutely correct. And it wasn't until that I could start healing. Boy, I was bawling in tears when I got that information and I started doing it and it started working. So right now, we need to rid ourselves, even out of our blood, the all of the animal foods and products, and try. And I know it's hard, guys. It's hard for me for some of these foods, sugars, and dairies, but in order to get our bodies prepared to handle what's coming, because this is kind of just the beginning. The sun is going to get hotter and hotter, and our bodies must be prepared in order to handle it. If we're going to survive, we're going to have to get this done, guys. We're going to have to detox, clean up our bodies, and change our diets. So Dr. Brooks, I'll tell you what I use. I started doing smoothies and using the Power Green Foods. I also started using the Power Cleanser, which these capsules, once you start taking them, they will pull whatever's in your colon. It'll clean your colon and start pulling it out. And then for your blood and your organs, he prescribed, and this is his own system that he created, the Power Circulator, to help your blood circulate, and it helps with oxygen as well. It helps with breathing. It wasn't until I started on that system before I could get healed or begin my healing process. And guys, it was such a blessing. Also, he started me to doing my Epsom salt, baking soda sitz baths. And I started doing those 2 to 3 times a week, doing my baths in Epsom salt and baking soda. I even put a little sea salt in there, a little lavender. And that also pulls out the impurities and starts to have you sweat to get all that poison out of your body. So you got the products that's pulling it from your colon, and you're changing your diet, and then you're doing your salt baths, which pulls the impurities as well. And at the same time, it's clearing out the inflammation and it's clearing out mucus. Therefore, putting your body back to homeostasis so that you would be balanced. Once your body is balanced, it becomes lighter, and then you're better prepared to handle what's coming, the sun, as it gets hotter and hotter, once you do that work. And that's what we need to do, family. That's what we must do. So, family, let's get started on that. We must get started on it. I cannot stress it enough that the sun is our whole source. We don't even need food. The sun is actually our food. We can go without eating. Now, we do need water, preferably H3O water with the electrolytes, which we get from certain fruits, your watery fruits. But the sun will feed us. It will give us our food if we would just walk out and get acclimated to it. Our bodies must be balanced so that we can be prepared, better prepared for what's coming, guys. Because of what's going on in England, and what we know, and that many of us are just finding out, some of us already know, but it's coming here, guys. The sun is going to get hotter. So you're probably, many of you, getting the ascension symptoms, which is the being really tired, getting headaches, feeling some, I'm hearing worn down. Even some people are telling me they're feeling like they're getting nausea and just, sick. Well, once you put these steps into play, that should start clearing a lot of that up because your body is being healed. I call it healed. Yeah, your body is being healed. Your body is being better prepared to handle all of this. And it is what we must do, guys. And I know it's a huge step. I know I'm out here with you. I'm in the middle of it right along with you. I too have struggles, especially with certain foods that I love, that I've gotten used to. But you know what? If removing those foods means I get to stay on the planet for longer, I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. If a simple detox means that it's going to afford me to have a longer life on the planet, I got to do what I got to do. Mind over matter. We just have to mentally prepare and then take the steps. And that's what I'm working on, guys. And I would recommend you guys try your very best to do the same. We have to do it. We're already blessed with the neuromelanin. That's a given. That, we don't have to worry. We got that. That was given to us at creation. So all we got to do is take care of this body and prepare this body. That's all we got to do. So, we are a blessed people. We are a special people. We are a great people. And that came by nature, which again, we are one with. So, I just needed to come on, guys, and share this with you because of what's happening. People are actually dying. They are transcending off this planet. And part of my purpose, divinely given to me to do, is to help heal my people while I heal myself. And that's why I'm here talking to you right now. It's what I'm destined to do. And I do it, like I always say, I do what I do because I love my people, because I love you guys. Why do I love you so much? I have to love you. Because if I love myself, I have to love you too. Remember, we're one together. You are a reflection of me. When I look in the mirror, I see you. So I can't love myself and not love you. I love you and not love myself because we're one. It wouldn't make sense. Think about it. So I'm just doing my part, guys. I'm just doing my part. That's all. And I'm trying to be a really good steward in it. I thank you so much for taking the time to come and listen to me. I really, really do. There's so many other things you could be doing. And although this information will bless you as it blesses me, I still thank you for taking the time to come and listen, because you still don't have to. But you did, and I appreciate you for that. So I'm going to sign off now. I got a whole list of things I got to get done today. And time is not real, but in the sense of the real of it, time is getting faster. The days are passing faster. And so I got stuff I got to get done, so I need to get going. So I'm going to sign out, and I want to remind you again that we are one together. We are in unity. And as we rise, the frequency rises. As the sun shines, we are being fed, and we are walking into our place of destiny. And I'm grateful. Gratitude, much gratitude. I want you to enjoy your day, family. Enjoy this beautiful day that Mother Nature has provided for us. Please enjoy it. It's ours. Assalamu alaikum to you. Namaste. Ashe. Ashe. And Ashe. I love you, beautiful souls. Continue to rise and be blessed. Peace unto you. Until next time.